Kevin Ward, Area Youth Work Team Leader for the Youth Service covering the Selby District. For Youth is part of the Youth Service provided by North Yorkshire County Council. We provide activities and engagement with young people aged from 11 to 19 and 19 to 24 for those young people with learning difficulties and disabilities. So we're there to develop people's confidences, self-esteem and deal with any issues that young people might have in their personal growth and any social issues that contribute to that.
There's quite a lot of stuff to do with it. You got your youth club on your Wednesdays nights, you got your alternative on a Tuesday night, which both you can do activities, so you can play your Xbox, pool, air hockey, any other thing that comes into mind. You know, different weeks there's different events on, so you can do pretty much anything really.
There's one good thing which is youth club which is on every week, and that's about it.
In the week there's not to do, you just go on the streets.
There's nothing apart from youth club and the alternative that's there all the time. So it's like we've only got one fair, we've only got like only a certain season we can have skate parks, we've only got like different places we can stay, like other places where you're not allowed in because no one likes it.
Like dancing, and then there's like the leisure centre, there's some things to do there, but that's about it. There's not a lot to do if you don't like sport.
There's a few things at the leisure centre.
All the clubs are like proper competitive, so you can't just do it for fun, you've got to know what you're doing and be proper into it to do it. So.
You have to like travel like about half an hour to do something you want to do.
Well, there's only really one main circuit, which is the coastliner, and if you don't have a pass for that, you have to pay full price, which is kind of like dodgy, because obviously if you want to go see mates from school in different villages, you can't really see them. There is another one, which is run by first buses, but that goes straight through, so like you can't stop off at little villages, you go straight to main cities. And there's taxis, but they're pretty expensive, so we kind of avoid them.
We do have Manor Farm Youth Centre in Tadcaster, which is a purpose-built facility, youth provision, which is quite unique for the area. We do have a DJing booth there, we've run a DJing academy, we've also run dance workshops, we've run animation workshops as well, combining, linking into the Connecting Youth Culture service. Further from that, we've just opened a drop-in service on a Thursday afternoon, which is giving information, advice and guidance. We link very strongly with Tadcaster Grammar School, providing the centre on a day for their alternative education programmes, and we also have community groups that come in the building throughout the week.
There's activities at school, activities at the leisure centre, basketball matches and football and things like that.
You can do gym and swimming, you can go to the shop, you can go to parks and walk about with your friends.
Yeah.
There's a tennis club, there's a swimming pool where you can get lessons done there, and at the schools they usually do after clubs like the one where I'm at.
Hi, I'm Emily and I come from Tadcaster.
This is part of the basketball club. I've been doing it for about a year. We moved here about 5 years ago. Before I used to live in Kent and we couldn't go anywhere, you couldn't walk anywhere. You had to go in a car and everything. It's nice, you can walk everywhere and like you can walk to the swimming pool, and if you want to go somewhere with your friends, you just walk it all around. Yeah, it's good, yeah.
I don't like the brewery because it doesn't smell that nice in the morning when you go to school.
I think it smells nice.
I don't.
I would like to see more like areas for kids, like a children's club or something, instead of, because like all adults just go out to clubs, so why can't children? Every Friday I go to a swimming pool because I'm in like the B squad, which is the group just before swim squad, and I used to go every Tuesday, like just for public swimming.
Activities here, there's canoe club, there's junior life saving, there's masters, there for the older swimmers, and just a variety of swim lessons go on.
I'm Rob Jones, I'm captain of the squad here, so I come here to swim 3 times a week. Yeah, well, we've got a great facility here. It's reasonably new. It's great condition. The staff work hard here. It's a nice and clean pool, unlike some in the area. And there's the sports centre just down the road, which I use to play tennis and have good fun.
Well, I swim here a lot, and I've been doing volunteer coaching for my Duke of Edinburgh here. There's loads of people here, and there's quite a lot of facilities compared to like some of the other villages. So it's like quite a bustling place. Yeah, people come in here to hang out.
Yeah.
People in general want to find activities to do. There are clubs available, whether it be football, netball, anything, whatever age, whatever sex. There are sports out there. If they want to join up, you should go and find them.
I like that you live close to your friends, so you can always just easily go and see people. Well, I think there's like a lot of sport things that you can do, but otherwise there isn't really much going on to offer. And also there's not anything if you're like not very good at sport.
I think Tadcaster's quite lucky in as much as it's got a lot of facilities than a lot of other places. A lot of other places don't have nearly as much as what we do have here. It's getting them to engage in what we've already got that appears to be the problem at the moment, but we are trying.
My name's Station Manager Bob Hoskins at Tadcaster Fire Station. I'm also the Youth Engagement Officer for North Yorkshire Fire and Rescue Service. We've been running cadets in North Yorkshire now since 2001. And what we've launched now is basically a set programme that the cadets follow, which is a 2-year BTEC qualification, which allows us to get a number of children through the programme in a set period of time.
It's a peaceful community and there's like lots to do. There could be more like facilities like shops and everything, but overall I think it's really good.
Well, the only like activities is like leisure centre, the youth club and the swimming pool, but other than that there's not really that much.
There could be a skate park somewhere because, you know, some people, like teenagers, are having to find like nothing to do and, you know, just wandering about the streets and stuff.
I'm Martin and today I'm doing Ramp Extra. We like ride the skills course and go out on bike rides to like Bramham and Stutton. There's quite a few things to do like the youth club and different places to go.
There's a youth club and there's mountain biking after school, and in the school holidays there's motorbike courses, and every Saturday of the end of a month there's a track day for the motorbikes.
Like there a skate park or something like that where people could go out on the bikes and skateboards and stuff, so they could like just have fun instead of like being on the PlayStation or being antisocial.
Throughout the summer we put on extensive programmes for activities, utilising the mobile skate park, which tends to run over 3 days a week over that time period. It's been well utilised and well used and well received by the young people from Tadcaster.
We've got a portable skate park what Steve puts up in holidays, but could do with something permanent to get us out of trouble on a night. And it hasn't been a bad turnout today, like when Steve opens it on a week. More people know about it and more people come down, but it's not a permanent fixture, so it's not something to do like after school in summer nights and weekends and stuff. It's just in holidays. It costs too much to do out around town because you've got to get buses or God knows what everywhere else, or taxis to go places like, we all bike to York and stuff to use their skate park because we don't have them, and Boston and Weatherby and whatnot. But like little towns like Boston, they get skate parks and stuff, but there's nowhere in Tadcaster where we can do it.
The kids' issues from their point of view is that they have nothing to do, nowhere to go. The adults' issues is that they don't want them hanging around outside their houses or causing antisocial behaviour.
We've consulted with them quite extensively, and what we're finding most is that people at the older age range, 15 to 18, tend to want somewhere to chill out, not having any authorised authorities working there for them. They just want a place to meet and congregate. And again, we've been very proactive in trying to support the young people of the area to get their needs met.
When you get a bit older, like 16, 17, you don't want to be hanging out at youth club. You don't want to be seen there, really. So then people just hang around on the streets and there's not much to do. Especially on an evening like a Friday night, they have nowhere to go, so they'll just maybe hang around a bus park or just walk around or go down by the river.
Because loads of people go down to the bus park and smoke and drink.
We found out that the kids in Tadcaster were basically congregating mainly near the bus station, and we looked at a place to sort of try and get them out of that with things to do and made a place they could call their own. Various locations were gathered, and we had consultation with locals, with the kids, with businesses, and we got funding, and the end process was the chill pod was at the Britannia car park. The youths are using it quite regularly, especially at weekends, mainly just to turn up, have a chat with the mates, hang out for 10 or 15 minutes and go on somewhere else. We still need some work doing on the chill pod. It hasn't got any sides on at the moment, there's some seats, but we are looking at getting funding and hopefully with the help of the kids themselves, get some funding through fundraising and build it up and put some extras on the chill pod so they could stay there for a longer period of time.
We have been troubled with a bit of vandalism on the guide hut recently, criminal damage really, breaking in, breaking windows, things like that. It's all petty damage, but it's recurring and it does sort of upset you, and you do want to think that the girls are safe when they come and when they go home.
I'm not so sure whether it's a really big problem. It's just the kids come home and say this is happening, that's happening. You can go downtown and get drugs wherever and one thing or another. So, and that is what really does worry me.
Yeah, I think there is a small drink problem with a small group of kids, but I don't think it's as big as maybe. So I think if it's on top of you, it's obviously a big problem for you if it's happening right on your doorstep, and I do feel for those people. But on the whole, again, relating to major cities, I don't think it's maybe a huge problem.
You probably get that in all areas. It's, the kind of, it happens everywhere, doesn't it? It's not just going to be purely in Tadcaster or purely in Leeds or something, I think it happens everywhere. So, but I think Tadcaster's pretty safe and it's a nice, picturesque, quaint place to be.
It's just you feel safe and everywhere and there's no robbers or anything to come robbing or anything.
There is a lot of teenagers, but they normally hang around in the bus park and that, so you don't really get bothered by them.
Obviously, when you compare it to a place like Leeds, the bigger cities, I think it's a very, very safe place in comparison to that.
We also do find that Tadcaster is well serviced for provision, a swimming pool, leisure centre, the youth centre, the young firefighters programme.
There's nothing really bad about Tadcaster that I know of. I think it's quite a safe community to live in.
I love working here, I love the people, I love the kids, and I wouldn't say that if I didn't mean it. I think Tadcaster residents are extremely lucky to live in one of the safest counties and certainly a very low crime area compared to a lot of others. We do have our spits and spots of crime and trouble, but on large, it's a very, very safe place to live.